Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start the drive with a give to White. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You look at this Carolina defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Mayfield. That's caught down the field by Palmer. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Stop.
First down, here's White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
Kings! Stop.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Nice, 97.
They go play action. Young rolling to his left. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Run. Kings. Real. Hey, alert 33. What's that?
A first down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! What's that?
Up the middle they go. Tucker. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Regular. Hey!
Slot man moves right.
Hey, alert! What's that?
First down, Mayfield. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10.
What's that?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Pistol. Regular. Alert. Pistol. Up, Justin. What's that?
Now Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Up, Justin. Regular. Hurry. Hey, alert 33.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it right side away. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Fielded just inside the 30. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Mayfield looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Third and 20.
Real. Run. What's up?
Mayfield now. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. And Young's throw there incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. A solid stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, alert! Stop!
They'll go up the middle with White, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Buccaneers had 3 and 8 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Kings!
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kings! Hey, alert 33. Real. Hey, alert!
And Mayfield just getting the play off. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Alert!
To throw, Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing, Mayfield. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Mayfield with it once more. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Point it right.
From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles got 3 interceptions. And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw. Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say? Great defense. And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal. Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Good completions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down. A play fake. Now Young. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ready. Young on first down. That is taken in by Hurst. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On the set. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half.
but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Ready up.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
That is caught, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Another run with Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just past the 45.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That's good for 28 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A first down throw for Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ready, set.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Young will set to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. Now here's Young. And Sanders has got it complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Ready.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Young. And once again, this is Sanders. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyler Goodson His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 13-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. In motion, the tight end.
Real.
They start to drive with White. And some space here. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Real.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Point it right.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Kings. Up. Regular. Hey, alert 33.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
Run. Hurry.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Point it right. Run.
Mayfield. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chase Edmonds, 29 yards. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Alert.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now Young. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Young on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, it's deep for Duvernay. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Kings. Real. Pistol. Done.
Mayfield now. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs have pretty well put it away. The 4th quarter after that one, CD, and well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go. Set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he's brought down. 18 more yards there and another first down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Let's go. Ready.
Now a first down throw for Young. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Devin Duvernay from 21 yards away. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Real. Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's that?
Now a give to White. And he'll take this down to the 33. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
From the 33, here's second down and 8.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Kings. Done.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Done.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Run. Done. What's that?
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Tucker, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Hurry, hurry! Hey, alert 33!
Try to take this home. They'll run. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the run to do it. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get